Hello, Francisca. How are you today?
Hello. I'm pretty excited. I'm a little nervous too. Anytime that there's recordings, I'm like,
It's a lot to have to adjust to, but we are here today to talk about an upcoming training
yes.
that you have put together. There was a little trial run, like a little mini version at the CCA conference earlier this year, and it went really well. So you're doing it live now, out in the wilds.
Yeah, out in the Wild West, as they say.
Yes. We are somehow technically in the West, so it does.
It does fit. Yeah,
Yes.
this training, couples therapy in motion. This
Mhm.
is the training, and it's really it's for practitioners, providers, therapists, counselors who work with couples and are interested in finding creative ways to really break that talking circle or the rut that
Mhm.
couples get in by incorporating movement to really break those cycles so that they can really start making more breakthroughs in the therapeutic process. So I'm just so
Mhm.
excited to be offering this to other counselors. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty revolutionary for the type of training. I don't really see this very often out there. So, tell me about couples therapy in motion. Like, can we expect to see here?
Yeah, well, first, it is going to be offered November 8th, which is a Saturday, and it is a half day training. So, mid morning to mid afternoonish, right? Like 10:30 to 2 or 3, 11 to 3, something like that. And it's in Denver. And so we are centrally located, easily accessible from the highways so that folks down south can really make it. Those from north can come down. We're super duper excited. And again, this training is for therapists, counselors, anybody who really works relationally with clients who want to incorporate movement and body based approaches to really see making change happen with their clients.
Mhm.
It's interesting. It's like, I'm pretty sure if most therapists get to a place where they're working with couples and they're sitting there internally going, oh my gosh, here we are again. And we are so stuck. How do I get them out of here? They just keep talking in
Mhm.
circles and in circles and in circles. And this training is really going to offer creative ways to break that cycle so that
Mhm.
couples actually leave your office in a different place than when they get stuck in their talking circles, I guess, in the rut.
Yeah. You got to break the pattern when
Got to
that
break the
happens.
pattern. Yeah. And so these are, what you can expect with this training. It's a half day intensive. So yes, there are going to be a slide presentation. We are going to get into some theory and like how to really incorporate touch when you're working with clients and even between the clients, and giving you practical exercises that you can use in therapy with your clients.
Mhm.
And so there's a balanced experience in the training. Slide presentation, we got to go through that. But then the majority of the rest of the day is hands on, you doing it, like you actually in motion, practicing the experientials and the interventions so that you can actually walk away with some things that you feel comfortable with. And the cool thing is that we are going to offer, join us in the training, a discount for our Beyond Words workshop, which is for couples, so that you can
Mhm.
continue the learning, but you'll bring your partner or a really close friend so that you can continue the learning and really attend the Beyond Words workshop, which is for the public, for anybody who's in a relationship and they want to explore their themes of trust and connection and safety, and play. Beyond Words is the workshop to do that. And so we're going to give you folks a discount so that you can continue the practice, so that you're definitely going to feel way more confident to actually bring this into the
Mhm.
therapy
And see
room.
how it's actually
Yeah.
applied. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be fun because we have case studies that we're going to be reviewing and in the training. So it's going to be a pretty well-rounded, comprehensive, enough time to get down to it and do the work
Mhm.
while also learn the theoretical components of movement, attachment, couples, and techniques to actually like bring it all together for our clients.
Yeah, and, you keep saying "we," so I think this is a great time to bring in that you're not just doing this yourself, you do have
Yes,
a partner in
I
this,
do. I
and,
have a
uh, this is not your first rodeo doing this together either.
Yeah, I'm
So
super duper excited. Rachel Rosner, she and I are going to be co-facilitating and leading the training as well as the Beyond Words workshop for just, anybody, couples. Cool story is that we came across each other's paths just because she's also inspired to work with couples and she is a movement therapist like myself. And so
mhm,
we actually got together years ago, actually. And I come in with my own experience and she's coming in with her own personal professional experience with partner dancing in couples and the benefits of movement. And so we kind of put our brains together with our passion projects. And yeah, we're so stoked. And as you said, we actually did a smaller rendition of the theme and the concepts at the Colorado Counseling Association conference. And it was so much fun. And people were like, finally, we're moving, like this is amazing. Enough talk, talk gets in the way sometimes. It just,
yeah.
so we're super jazzed for it. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's super exciting. What inspired you 2 to come up with this in the first place?
You know, couple factors like I just mentioned, we both bring in our personal life experience. For me, I was in San Francisco doing a lot of dancing and moving and partner dancing, and that's actually what
Mhm,
inspired me to come into the field of counseling, because there was like the entire relationship was on the dance floor. It was not a
mhm,
words being said. And my entire relationship with my partner at the time was just alive and well. And we're just, salsa dancing. And so Rachel was a dance instructor, a ballroom dance instructor. And she now actually continues her work by helping the soon to be couples who get married for their first wedding song, their dance, like that wedding
mhm,
dance. So she works with couples in that way and offers therapy. And that's really what inspired us to create this. And then our own professional experience. I mean, we're movement therapists. So our training really just offered more of what we know to be true through our
mhm.
personal, because we were like, movement, it just makes you feel better. And there are certain things that words just can't express. And
Yeah.
so having our both personal experience of dance and movement and in couples work, and we all been stuck with couples. And so that's what really inspired the couples therapy and motion training, is to just really get this different approach. It's creative, it's fun, even when it's tense in a room. It can really shift the dynamic, it shifts the tone, it shifts the vibe, and it
Mhm,
just like cuts through the BS sometimes of defense mechanisms. And we've both have seen really great outcomes by this approach. So we're just here to
mhm.
share it. We love it so much.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like this training is really gonna be different than other intensives where I mean, intensives can be it's in the name, intense, and it's just, like, ends up being kinda just a half day of looking at a screen, and y'all are breaking that cycle yourselves. Like,
Yeah,
you're already taking the, concept and applying it there.
yeah. I mean, that's what's kind of cool about this training. I'm a little biased because Rachel and I put this together. And, one of the things that I've learned as a trainer, educator, presenter is that number one, you're devoting time and space and you're making an investment. And so,
Mhm,
one of the best ways to ensure that it's not in one ear and then out the other, just so that you can say, check, I went to a presentation, is to truly make it your own. And
mhm.
experiential learning is definitely the way to go about it. So,
Yeah.
those who register will have a lot of time to feel it themselves. And through that experience, you learn a lot about the technique and about the concepts and the themes just because you yourself are going through it. So, this is
Mhm,
not just sit down and stare at a screen all day. We are going to be up, we're going to be moving. We do have slides, it is needed. You will get handouts to take with you, so you will have supplemental material to bring to your office. And
mhm.
PS, we review how you can actually do this stuff virtually.
Mm.
So you're not solely limited to being an in person therapist.
Yeah.
And so we're really holding that Some folks are in person while others are virtual. And guess what? You can still do it in a virtual space, which is pretty cool. So we're going
Mhm.
to be reviewing that kind of stuff. But the hands on, we're going to be moving, we're going to be getting down and having fun. Right. So I'm really
Yeah.
hopeful that's the message that you got to start with yourself first. We got to trial and error it. Like, get your butt in the saddle. You
Yes.
can, learn all about it, read a book on how to ride a horse, but there comes a point when you got to get your butt in the saddle. And so this training
Mhm.
is going to offer that for everyone who attends.
Yes, and then plus the bonus perk of being able to see how you implement it with others as well, so, like, an opportunity to, like, really absorb that,
Yeah,
with the discount for Beyond Words.
and yeah, absolutely. Like, that is just, hey, we want to support movement and the impact that it has for couples and individuals.
Mhm.
We just want to continue supporting this theme that it is truly beneficial, and it really does cut through a lot of the same old.
Mhm.
And these exercises, they are not hour-long exercises. These are like on the fly, in the moment. You will have opportunity to just, hey, let's try something. I'm thinking of this. How about we try this?
Yeah.
And within 5 minutes of doing it, you're going to notice a difference in your couples and how their presence, how they listen, how they talk, what they say,
Mhm.
how they say. It's pretty impactful work. And we definitely want to give that perk so that you are able to continue with the work, because that's the
Mhm.
only way that confidence really comes in, is through that practice.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds amazing. Well, you mentioned it yourself that this is an investment, so what can people expect to need to invest in order to take part in this?
Yeah. One, it's on a Saturday and it's for 4 hours. We have a break. So you're going to want to wear and bring some water and pen and paper to take notes. Obviously, feel like, chances are we end up taking our shoes off because we're going to be moving
Mhm.
around. We are offering 3 different price points for people. So there's an investment of time, right? Like, make the time, create the space, show up and be ready to do it, right? That's an
Mhm.
investment. Financially, though, we have 3 tiers because we want to really ensure that we can offer this to as many people as we can. And so we have a
Mhm.
professional tier, a price point, as well as an associate or a candidate. So if you're an LPCC or an LMFTC, if you're a candidate, you have a
Mhm.
different price point. And then if you're a student, you are, attending DFI, or if you're in a grad program, or, whatever. So we have 3 different price points so that we can really, offer this to as many people as we can, because, it's an investment. And so you got to spend a little to get a lot back. And so we do have an early bird special, or early bird pricing. And that goes through, I believe, October 17th.
Yes, October 17th.
And it's a $20 discount right off the top. So,
Mhm.
which again, I think is pretty cool. We really want this. We want to get this out there because it works. Like, that's the deal. Like, I can't stress that
Yeah.
enough. And it's not to say that other techniques or other modalities don't, but it's so nice to just keep building your toolbox to help
Mhm.
those, and to really offer the solutions that you're there to offer your clients. So yeah, early bird special. We've got 3 different price points. It's a huge investment, and it's a wise one, if you ask me. And you do get a certificate of completion in Colorado. This goes toward your learning development plan. I know we just turned the page in 2025 for our 2-year mark, but you do receive a certificate of completion. You sign in and you stay the whole time. And that's how you get a completion. We hand that certificate of completion at end of day. And so
Mhm.
you walk away with a certificate of completion, and then you walk away with some, supplemental material that you can take with you so that it's kind of top of mind. You are going to get a discount for the Beyond Words workshop so that you can continue your practice. And I think we're going to have a blast while doing all that kind of stuff. So I'm so excited.
Think it's great. You get to learn a lot. You get a jump start on your 2027 requirements.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. All right. Well, I personally can't wait to see where this goes. I'm super excited, and I'm not even a therapist. I
Yeah,
just
I'm
work here.
stoked. Yeah, I'm stoked. Like, seriously, I'm really stoked.
So yeah, everybody can check that out at franciscacc.com/couples-therapy-motion and get on that early bird pricing before October 17th. It is a steal.
It
And
really
then
is.
hopefully, yeah, we'll see all of you when we're all in motion.
Yeah. Hey, it's always
Yeah.
about the motion.